Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. It's going to be a quiet day inside today. It's kind of cloudy. It did just start to rain a bit and it stopped, but I think it's going to rain more. So I'm just going to do some inside stuff. I've got a bunch of overripe bananas, so I'm going to do some baking. I have a recipe for strawberry banana bread. So I thought, well, why don't I go get some strawberries? Chris said there were a few out back, and it's going to taste so much better using fresh strawberries rather than the store-bought ones. But before I get started with that, I'd just like to ask you to like and subscribe. Share this video with your family and friends and hit that notification bell. That'll help us out a lot. And Chris is actually out finishing up. He thinks he's going to get the rough in for the plumbing done today, and then he can start pulling wire and get the rough in for the electrical done. So that's huge progress. I just thought I'd show you, I checked the nesting boxes already today, and there were 2 eggs in the same box again, a different box, but I'm still confused by the whole laying eggs in the same box thing. So again, if anybody knows what that's all about, doesn't make sense to me. 4 boxes, why not just go in a different box? But they seem to always want to lay the eggs in the same box, and it's a different box, but it's, I don't know. I'm confused again. But I just thought I'd mention, you know, we're starting to get a little bit of stuff. Chris shelled some peas today. It's only enough for one meal that we picked last night. But instead of, you know, I'm not going to have huge amounts of food to go in the freezer and that sort of thing, but I'm finding it really gratifying to see that almost every meal we're eating now, we're eating some of our own food. And I mean, to me that's a small victory, but it's still a victory. And I'm finding a lot of enjoyment just from that sort of thing. So again, this is going to help, you know, in deciding what to plant. I'm just going to turn this light off in the background. What to plant in the future, what works best, you know, because the soil, the climate, everything else is different, right? So, but I'm just finding, again, wanting to make some strawberry banana bread. You can see the bananas are overripe, so they're ready to use. I went out back and got some strawberries, some cayenne peppers already. Chris likes, you know, some hot stuff and pizza and different things. I don't. These are yesterday's and today's eggs, 2 from today and 3 from yesterday. So you can see some of them are getting bigger, and then there's this little tiny guy. It's so cute. Picked a bunch of beans last night, so I'm gonna, I think I'm just gonna put them in the crisper, and we'll just have fresh beans rather than try and can them or go to all that trouble. Another zucchini, picked it, but there are so many zucchinis, I am gonna have to do some canning or something. And then I made another batch of kombucha, so I'm having some of my, I made 2 bottles with pineapple juice and 2 bottles with the Haskell juice that I made. So again, like, I just find it really gratifying to, you know, whether we're having supper or breakfast. We had some leftover omelet for breakfast today. It's just kind of neat to be finally eating some of our own food. And I'm just really finding that that's very gratifying. And I can sort of see how this could almost be addictive. You know, the people that can so much and they put so much food up. If we do manage to get the root cellar done, you know, to be able to put a bunch of squash and a bunch of onions, potatoes, things like that into a root cellar to do you all winter, I think that would be pretty cool. And I am gonna, like I said, have to do some canning, I think, for the zucchini, because I just have so many. But met another neighbor yesterday, and again, the more neighbors you meet, you know, they might have carrots and you have zucchini, and you can do a swap and that sort of thing. So we'll see how that goes. Meeting more neighbors that are sort of like-minded is kind of neat too. And of course, you know, everybody's curious about the crazy people living in the sea container. and have a lot of questions. So anyway, I think I'm gonna make some of this strawberry banana bread. Chris is out working on, he's almost done the rough-in with the plumbing, and Sadie has another steak bone, so she's happy girl. So gonna get started, and of course I'll check a little later to see if there's more eggs. So far I think we're getting about 4 a day. Not too sure still, but yeah, we think they might be laying them in the long grass and under the sea container. I thought I was going to get that little fence made around the bottom of the sea container, but I guess I can't argue when he's doing the roughing of the plumbing, because that's pretty crucial. And he really doesn't want to block off the sea can. He thinks it's going to look goofy and ugly, and I don't really care. It's just temporary. Get them laying in the nesting boxes rather than under the sea container. So anyway, I'm just going to get started on this banana bread, and might have that for a snack later. Well, this strawberry banana bread has morphed into blueberry strawberry banana bread because I didn't have enough strawberries. So again, because it's sort of a wet fruit, you coat it in flour first. So, well, it can't get worse, right? It can only get better with blueberries in it. So I'm just going to mix this up, put it in my greased pans, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Might even have to taste it. Yummy. Put this in the oven. I think it has to bake for about 45 minutes, usually. Again, this little oven is just awesome for baking with. And of course that's really, really important to me because I love to bake. So I'm really impressed with this little oven, and I got the same version of it, except mine is stainless steel and convection. So again, that is, I'll just show you in case you're wondering about the smelling. It's the unique off-grid propane stove. Mine is, in the new tiny house, is going to be the same. We've decided to go out and put the babies in the chicken tractor today, so I'm just going to get my big rubber boots because there's a lot of wasps and hornets in the grass, so I'm going to get my big boots on and then we're going to go do that. The grass has gotten really long out here around the chicken tractor, so we're just going to pull it out to where Chris has cut the grass. It's still plenty long enough for the babies, and get them transferred in there. Like I said before, he put hooks on both ends so that it's easy to pull in both directions. Now I'll be able to get that long grass cut with the DR. This is flatter out here too, which is good because it'll make it easier to pull, and ow, not such big gaps for the babies to get out the sides. It was so much hillier over there that the big chickens, there's gaps in the side for them. Now the only thing is the wind comes from that direction. Oh. So it would have been better to have that tarp. Oh jeez. Stupid bees. Get my hookies. Yeah. And then I think we're going to take this grass and hay that's piled up here and add it to the potato patch at the end of the season after we harvest the potatoes. And you can sort of see how high this hill is out here. This is where we're thinking about doing an underground root cellar on this side and underground greenhouse on the other side, because the other side faces south. The camera's facing south right now, so if we dig the hill out on the other side, then the whole greenhouse will be facing south. So There's a lot of grass cutting to get done back there, so that'll be a lot more to add to the patch where the potatoes are going. So that'll be good. Oh, I think we're gonna have to, the winds that come in here are just so horrendous sometimes, so I think we're gonna have to turn this thing around. I better go get my gloves. This is, and my wrist guard, because this is so hard on my wrist. Yep, so we've just got one bin here. I'm gonna carry the bin in. Take it. Oops. Oh, freedom. Jeez. Stinky little things. Ugh. They are rearing to get out of there.
I don't know what to do. They don't know grass.
My goodness, they're ugly little things now. That bin was so heavy, we were shocked at how heavy it was.
Come on, get out of there.
They've been trying to get out for a couple of weeks, and now...
They've never been in grass, so they don't know.
Yeah.
Most of it is feed, look.
Oh, yeah.
They just...
Now, I'll just keep an eye on the door, so and you drag that out, eh? So they don't escape. Yeah. No escapees. And you can see how it's tight to the ground. Whereas when we had the Cornish giants in there, it was pretty hilly. And so there were big gaps. There's a little gap there, but they're not going to get out of there. They're all huddling together. This will be much nicer for them. And like I was saying, this side faces the winds that come in, but Chris has got other lumber tarps and stuff we can put on that side if need be. I guess the wind is the big problem for them. So I think they're going to like that. Okay, got bin number 2 here. Get these guys in. Glad we made that door fairly wide. For Chris, made that door fairly wide. Yeah. What? What do you think, guys and girls?
I'll get the water in.
Yeah, get this thing filled up with feed. Hang the big water in here, and now Chris won't have to bother with those, cleaning those silly little waters out every day. They make such a mess. Look at this little lone guy. A couple of black ones now have brown feathers coming out of the necks. He's like, oh my goodness, this grass is as tall as I am. It's funny how they're all huddling together. Didn't know chickens were so funny to watch. They're different colors. Those black and white ones, I think, are one of the breeds that I wanted to get. And now that these two groups are mixed, I guess we'll have to watch for them pecking each other. Haven't had a problem with this batch. The last time we did with the Cornish giants. So hopefully that won't be a problem with these guys. But apparently it's quite common, and we haven't had any problem with the Rhode Island Reds doing that to each other. So, two already having little fights in there, challenging each other. Pretty interesting. Still can't figure out what breeds we got here, but and I can't. I think it was the book at the UFA that the girl showed us that we chose from, and it said that they could be like of 5 different breeds. So I'll maybe have to take a picture of it with my phone next time we go in that page, so I can sort of try to guess what we got here. The ones that are black and white though, I think are the ones that I wanted to get as far as breed goes. And there are, again, these ones, big differences in size, so I'm assuming the bigger ones are roosters. So it'd be nice to have 2 or 3 roosters if we decide to start keeping some of the chicks. Oh, I see a hole down there at the end that we might be able to get through. I might go put a 2x4 down there on the outside.
I don't know where the hook is.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta get the one.
They're already eating grass, so gonna like that, I guess. These 2 are already off from the group. Oh, now they're starting to spread out. They're gonna love this. Fresh grass every couple of days. Yeah, I don't know why Chris has the curves cut in that board on the bottom down there. I don't know if they would even try and go over there. I'm gonna put one of the 2x4s that were on top of their bin down there just to make sure they can't. More good material for the compost. Get all this stuff, a year's worth of chicken poop and shavings into the garden in the spring before we put the tarp down again. It doesn't look warm out today, but it's really muggy and humid.
Oh, here. I hook on one on each end.
Oh, okay, yeah. We hang a hook on each end here to hang the rope on, so that just keep the rope up off the ground. There. Lots of bugs and everything in the grass too, so they're gonna love this. Bunch of birdies. I guess they can sort of go in this corner and huddle together.
You can reach that.
Yeah. Well, I've got to go and turn the banana bread in the oven. Chris is going to come and get those bins with the tractors. Save us old people from carrying it all the way back. It's actually quite a distance that we carried the chicks. So, oh my goodness, it looks like I'm going to have to get this mess cut in here. Chris is cutting most of this with the big tractor now. And you can get a little closer to the trees now that we've got the big O around the bottoms. But, yeah, one more job done. That's awesome having them out in the... And then they're out of the shed, like it's just so cramped in there now with all my windows and doors in there and my motorcycle. But, anyway, I gotta go turn the banana bread so it cooks evenly. Oh, that's looking good. Get these turned in the last few minutes. This rack slopes out a little bit, so I have to be really careful. Oh my goodness, that looks good with the blueberries and the strawberries in there. Yummy. That's gonna be good. Whew, after that comes out of the oven, I'm going for a nap. I cut the bottom off. I flattened that one a little bit, but anyway, this is going to taste awesome, and I'm pretty happy with that. This is the first time I've put blueberries in it as well, so it's going to be neat to try it later, but right now it is nap time. Well, this banana bread is cooled, and I just have to show you what it looks like. Yummy. Blueberries and strawberries. And like I said, I cut the bottom off, but guess who doesn't mind the bottom? Yummy. I bet it's gonna taste good too. Well, it's just drizzling out. Not really raining hard, but just drizzling out. So I'm just gonna go out back and check on the babies. I'm sure they're fine, but it is a fair distance behind the house. We haven't found any fox or coyote or anything like that coming onto the property, so we think they're pretty safe out here. But I just want to check on them, see how they're doing. The crazy attack birds are gone. Oh yeah, they're all spread out, kind of wandering around. Now they're going over to the corner because I came out. But like I said, that corner has the tarp wrapped around it. They're sheltered from the rain. It's not terribly cold out. Again, it is, well, it's August now. It was really muggy and humid today. Look at this guy walking on the handle of the feeder. Silly little chicken. Yeah. They seem only using the water feeder. So they haven't had any trouble switching to that kind of feeder. It has the little nipples on the bottom that they just tap and the water comes out. Yeah, smart little chickens, aren't ya? Hey, what about you, little guy? You're kinda ugly. You're kinda ugly. Yeah. You're an ugly little thing. Yeah, are you gonna be one of my little friends? I think they get attached to your voice, and I don't know what kind of chicken that's gonna be, but my goodness, he has an ugly little face on him now. Don't ya? They're so ugly when they get to this stage. And there's a couple of black ones there, like I said, that have brown feathers around their neck. I have no idea what that would be. But those black and white ones there, again, I can't remember the name of them. I'm hoping to get a couple of laying hens like that. You're kind of ugly too. Yeah. Ugly babies now. Yeah, you can see them using the feeder, the water on there. Looks really well. The hose reaches almost back here too, which is another reason Chris wanted to put them back here. I don't know why they're pecking at that black tarp. That's kind of silly. They're so ugly, they're cute. Yeah, are you the same guy? You're pretty ugly. Yes, you are. I never, like I say, this is all new to us, and I didn't know chickens were so funny. They seem funny to me anyway. They're amusing. Yeah, they're all over there, pecking at the black tarp. That's weird. Just a little weird. So you can sort of see, like I said, this is, I don't know, this would be about in the middle of the property maybe. And it's It's a good spot for them. Lots of nice fresh grass. It's not too long, but it's not cut right off either. So, working out good. I think that is going to be us. Oops. Hornet. Me done for the day. I'm going to go relax, and I got to get some editing and some work done on the computer. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.